Okay, so we're looking at solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. You guys might remember our formula: negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Maybe you remember this song. You can sing it along in your head. Negative b. You guys remember, right? If you don't, you should watch the video. It's pretty good. Okay. I've got one set up for us here. The important part is for us to remember what A, B, and C are. So if we're looking, we want to remember that A is whatever is in front of x squared. B is whatever is in front of x, so we can see that's negative 5. And C is whatever is without a other number here. So we've got negative 36 in front of C, and over here we can see we plug all of our information in. We've got negative 5 for B. So whenever we do our formula, the negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. All of that converts into, you can see that's negative 5, negative 5, and then negative 5 squared, 4 times 1, which is what a is, what's in front of x squared, and then you've got negative 36 for c. Okay, we plug all that stuff in, and we get 5. So you see here at the bottom we've got 5, positive 5, 5 squared, negative 5 squared is 25, and then we've got 4 times 1, it's negative 4 times 1 times negative 36, and that ends up with a positive 144, and then 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, and from there we can continue simplifying. We've got positive 5 plus or minus the square root of what's 25 plus 144. That's going to be 169 over 2. Okay, and we can simplify more. We'll say 5 plus or minus, well, we know the square root of 169 is actually 13 over 2. We could simplify it and say 6.5. Okay, I'm going to say 6.5. So now, make sure we do plus or minus. We've got to solve for both x's. So we're going to say x equals 5 plus 6.5, and x equals 5 minus 6.5. Okay, these are going to be our two answers for x. So that's going to be x equals 11.5 and x equals negative 1.5. Okay, so those would be our two answers for x. What I want you to do in order to solve, to show me that you got these two answers, all I want you to do, I don't even want you to check them. If you want to check them, you can, but I just want you to put them, and this is how we use a brace, and we do 11.5, comma, negative 1.5, and then another brace, and that will give us kind of our two answers for this one question. Okay, so you see that's a lot of work. If you want to work on a separate page or maybe a piece of paper and then copy that, take a picture and submit that, that's fine with me. I'll do one more over here, and that way you can have another example. So number 2 right here, again, we put whatever's in front of these numbers. This is what we're working with. So this is going to be A, this is B, this is C. Okay, so if we were going to write it down, A is 1, B is negative 1, and C is negative 20. Okay, so with that, we're going to say, alright, -1 plus or minus the square root of -1 squared minus 4 times 1 times -20 over 2 times 1. Okay, so we'll simplify this. This becomes 1 plus or minus the square root, -1 squared is 1, minus -4 times -20 is actually going to be positive 80, and that's going to be over 2. Okay, then we do 1 plus or minus the square root of 80 plus 1, that's 81, and that's divided by 2. 1 plus or minus, well, the square root of 81 is 9 over 2, or you could write 4.5, 4.5. So now we say x and x equals 1 plus 4.5, x equals 1 minus 4.5. Okay, so from here, we end up doing 5.5 and -3.5. Okay, so again, our answer in a little brace up here. Let's retry that. 5.5, -3.5. Okay, and that's how we answer those using the quadratic formula. What I want you guys to do is we'll flip over to this next page, and I want you to work on solving, let's do these 9, we'll do our best to do these 9 during class today. So these 9 problems, that's all I want you to focus on. The rest of this bottom page is not what you need to worry about, but these 9, let's make it an even 10, okay? Let's do 10. And that'll be your quiz grade for today. That'll be your grade for today, is just doing these 10. That's what I want you to work on. So 1 through 10, 10 points each. That's what I'm asking you to do in this worksheet. Any questions, be sure to direct them to me. I'll be happy to help you out.